With all of the recent controversies in the environmental side of things here in Florida, I wanted to dive into who is behind a lot of this. The DEP is supposed to protect, conserve, and manage Florida's natural resources and enforce environmental laws. DEP were the ones who proposed the Great Outdoor Initiative, aka putting pickleball courts on state parks. That was their idea. Now, who makes up the DEP? Well, the governor appoints the secretary, and the rest of the commission is made up of Florida's cabinet. And then on a side note, organizations that aren't officially part of the DEP are the South Florida Water Management District and the FWC. They work closely in conjunction with the DEP. So the reason why I laid all this groundwork out is to show you that it is very interconnected. And while we could deep dive into every single person who actually has a say in the DEP, let me bring up one that will make a lot of sense on a very controversial issue that is happening right now with the Southland Water Reservoir. The agricultural commissioner is Wilton Simpson. One of his main things is water rights. What do I mean by water rights? Well, as an example, in 2021, he pushed for a lot of additional water storage north of Lake Okeechobee, as well as making sure that the water that was being discharged from Lake Okeechobee was in the possession of the state, or at least some of it was, so that basically the state could dictate where that water went. This was so the state could give it to agriculture. And what is the Southland Reservoir? Well, it's Big Sugar's attempt to be able to control a certain amount of water. Agricultural commissioner has direct ties to making sure that, well, farmers get water. The issue is where this is happening and why this is happening. The agricultural commissioner has fought for direct stakes in situations just like this. So if one of the main people at the Department of Environmental Protection is pro water reservoir and has been in the past, seems like this whole thing is loaded in one particular direction. And trust me, there's a whole lot more just like this happening. If you want to be part of the fight to keep Florida wild and aren't sure how, just comment Florida Keepers down below. We'll get you involved.